Okay, for JS1, we are going to look at grammar with the title conjunction. Conjunction, we all know, is a part of speech. We say it is a word which joins sentences and also links words, phrases, and clauses together. Let's look at the examples given to us and see how they have been able to join phrases, words, and clauses as explained above. Number one says, my former colleague came to our office yesterday and we had lunch together. My former colleague came to our office yesterday and we had lunch together. You can quickly observe the texts bolded and colored in red. And here is joining two different sentences together, and as such has made it a compound sentence. A former colleague came to our office yesterday is a simple sentence. We had lunch together, another sentence. They have been brought together, they have been connected together by a conjunction and to form a type of sentence known as a compound sentence. So we're having two different subjects here and two predicates. Number two says, during last summer, I went to the hill station and I enjoyed my stay at the hill station. Also here, we have two different simple sentences being connected by and again to form a compound sentence. During last summer, I went to the hill station. A simple sentence. I enjoyed my stay at the hill station. A simple sentence. And here again is connecting two different sentences. This is, a car and a motorcycle are my immediate needs. A car and a motorcycle are my immediate needs. The word "and" here is connecting the phrase a car and another phrase a motorcycle. What is a phrase? If you may ask. A phrase is a part of sentence that does not have a subject nor a predicate. I'll come again. A phrase is a part of a sentence that does not have a subject and a predicate. Should you not understand what the subject is, in a sentence, there's always a doer of a sentence or who a sentence is talking about. When a sentence does not have who or what it is talking about, then that sentence does not have a subject. When a sentence does not have what it is carrying out to show that this is an action that has taken place or what is being done there, then the sentence does not have a predicate. Let's look at this again. A car and a motorcycle. When you look at a car and motorcycle, what's happened there? Nothing. You can't actually tell or explain better what is. It's just two different nouns have been mentioned. A car and a motorcycle. A car and a motorcycle. What happened? No message is being passed there, so it's a phrase. It's a phrase. But when you say a car and a motorcycle are my immediate needs, it's not passing a message. So a car and a motorcycle can now be seen as the subject of the sentence, and the verb here is are. My immediate needs is the object. Black bag. Sorry about that. Then we look at number 4. It says you can use an ink pen or a ballpoint pen. You can use an ink pen or a ballpoint pen. Here, or is a conjunction connecting a sentence and a phrase. What is a sentence and what is a phrase here? The sentence is, you can use an ink pen. You can use an ink pen. You can use an ink pen. And what's the phrase here? The phrase here is a ballpoint pen. A ballpoint pen. A ballpoint pen. So or is connecting a sentence and a phrase here. Number 5 says, I have not seen the film. Please, it's supposed to be a subject there. I was omitted. I have not seen. Sorry about that. I'll give you Loma to give you. I have not seen the film, nor have an interest to see the film. I have not seen the film, nor have an interest to see the film. Here, the subject I is controlling have not seen the film and have an interest to see the film. Nor is connecting the two different sentences together to form a compound sentence also. The car is costly. The car is costly, yet it is more comfortable. The car is costly, yet it is more comfortable. Yet is linking or is connecting or is joining the car is costly and it is more comfortable together. After you had left, your friend came for the function. After you had left, your friend came for the function. Now, for you to understand this better, let's bring it in another way around. Your friend came for the function after you had left. Your friend came for the function after you had left. So you can see after you had left, after is introducing this sentence as what a subordinate clause, and being a subordinate clause that is depending on the main clause, which are what your friend came for the function. So when we say that conjunction also join clauses and phrases together, this is an example. So conjunction, the conjunction after here is joining a subordinate clause and a main clause. You may ask, what is a subordinate clause and what is a main clause? A subordinate clause is a clause that cannot stand on its own. When a subordinate clause is expressed, you are expecting something else to make it complete, to make the meaning complete. Take for instance, after you had left your friend, after you had left. If I say after you had left, the person I'm talking to will be expecting me to tell him or her what happened, isn't it? So if I introduce after to the sentence and say after you had left, it is not standing on its own. It's not standing on its own. It needs a more explanation for it to stand on its own. And whatever word you use to make it complete is the main clause. So it's called after here now is connecting or is joining a subordinate clause and a main clause. A main clause is a clause that stands on its own, while a subordinate clause does not stand on its own. The next one here is, we prefer to go by train because it was cheaper than bus travel. Sorry about that. We prefer to go by train because it was cheaper than bus travel. Here, because it's joining two different sentences together. We prefer to go by train. It was cheaper than bus travel. Number 9 says, as I was about to start from my residence, I had an urgent call from my office. As is also used to introduce a subordinate clause. It's connecting a subordinate clause and a main clause together. As I was about to start from my residence. So you're expecting, so what happened? What happened was that I had an urgent call from my office. I had an urgent call from my office is a main clause which can stand on its own and pass information, meaningful information, while as I was about to start from my residence is a subordinate clause that is not complete except it is expressed with another sentence or another information to give it a complete meaning. Let's look at number 10 here. Number 10 says, though the doll is costly, it is lovely. Though the doll is costly, it is lovely. Though is a conjunction or a connective which is bringing the doll is costly, it is lovely together. So it is bringing two different clauses, sentences together. Please call the watchman or the peon. Please call the watchman or the peon. Or here is connecting or linking a sentence and a phrase together. Please call the watchman. Please call the watchman is a sentence, is a clause. The peon is a phrase. Number 12 says, we should always plan properly before we start a project. We should always plan properly before we start a project. Here, a main clause before we should always plan properly, and a subordinate clause before we start a project is being connected by the word or a conjunction called before. And then lastly, which is number 13, says, I like neither coffee nor tea, but like to take buttermilk. Here we're supposed to have 3 different conjunctions here. Sorry, the but is not colored. It's also part of a conjunction here. A like is a phrase, neither coffee. Neither is connecting or joining the phrase like and coffee together, just as no is connecting 2 different words to the 2 nouns there, coffee and tea. While but is connecting the sentence, I like neither coffee nor tea and like to take buttermilk. But is connecting I like neither coffee nor tea and I like to take buttermilk together. So these are some of the conjunctions we've been able to put together to explain what we mean by conjunction. Don't forget again, conjunction is a part of speech. Its function is to connect words, clauses, phrase together to make different sentences and pass different information. Here you have an evaluation to do. You've been given some examples of conjunctions to use for your own sentences. That means you're going to create sentences with these words. Here we have words such as yet, also, but, because, or, and, while, neither, nor, and then after. So we have 9 different conjunctions here. You are expected to create your own sentences with them. Let me send as a warning, please, every one of you. Don't say I did not tell you. I will not only fail you, but I will also give you some lashes if you come trying to copy from my own examples. I've always told you, think and create your own sentences. Sit down, create your own sentences. Create your own sentences. Don't try coining or try imitating or copying from me. If you do that, I will not only fail you, like I said, but I also will punish you and will spank you so hard. So, thank you for your usual cooperation. Make sure you put the notes down. Make sure you put these notes down. Let your note be complete between now and Wednesday when school will resume, because I'm going to mark notes. Don't forget that we have short time to start our exam, and that's why I've been trying to see if we can do a lot of things now that we are home. Make sure all your notes are complete. Don't come telling me you did not go home with your notes or your note is not complete, because I won't take it. And I'm not coming to the class again to explain this video here. Sit down at home now, replay this video, understand it better, and write your assignment down for me. If we are meeting in the class, we are meeting for a new topic. I'm not coming to talk about this again because there's no time. Shortly our exams will start. Thank you and God bless you.